In case you guys missed it, Luke Rockhold, the legend that he is, slams Brazilian Jiu Jitsu BJJ practitioners in a super hardcore way. Now, I am no BJJ hater, by the way. I do train Muay Thai. I've trained a little bit of Jiu Jitsu, but barely any. I trained Muay Thai for about 6 years. But man, he goes off. And I know a lot of people will call BJJ soy and this type of thing. I mean, actually, I feel like everybody who does that has never trained any sort of martial arts whatsoever. I wouldn't call it that. I bet you if you took a pure BJJ guy with the same level of experience as me in Muay Thai, I bet you have a good shot at kicking my butt. So I am not in that same camp, but I did think this rant was pretty funny. And one thing you got to respect about Luke Rockhold is, man, he speaks his mind. That's why he's so great on the Jackson podcast, along with this boy, TJ Dillashaw. So for you guys, I got this clip and I'm going to play it for you, and you can just sit back and enjoy and relax as Luke Rockhold rips into BJJ. It's pretty funny. I also got another clip at the end that I'm going to play for you guys where Luke Rockhold just keeps it real and rips into society in a way. Not in a way. He rips into society plain and simple. And I really like his take, actually, because I kind of agree with him. All right, check this out. Luke Rockhold being ruthless on BJJ players, practitioners, whatever it's called. Here we go. Check it out.
Jiu-Jitsu is popularizing, but where's the fucking money? I don't see the money right now. I mean, these guys aren't, I don't know. It's not fighting. I still think Jiu-Jitsu guys are all fucking pussies.
What do you mean? Come on, I know what. For me, doing Jiu-Jitsu all the time is so much of a
Jiu-Jitsu is not fighting. Jiu-Jitsu is not fighting, and everyone thinks they're a fighter these days. And it's just like, come on, man. I mean, you're not a fighter. It's different. It's different, and it's just like everyone pulling guard and this and that. I mean, I'm just saying, I like fighting. Jiu-Jitsu is fun to watch and all, but I'm not paying for that shit. I don't know who is.
UFC, BJJ, what do you think of that? Like, there's the aspect of it where Craig's like, look, some of these athletes are signing these deals, locking themselves up. Do you think it's good or bad for the sport, this whole UFC, BJJ thing? The weird pit?
I don't think it's bad. I think it's evolution. I think Craig got it. Craig got the pit from Karate Combat. UFC kind of took it from both them. It's a fight for a major league. It's just like anything else in the world. USFL, NFL, UFC, Strikeforce. When the new thing is popularized, there's many promoters and everyone's trying to fucking race to get to the top. Who's the National League? The UFC is the big fucking boy. If they want to be the big boy, they can be the big boy. I mean, there's no National Leagues named after a person, really. Is there? I mean, no offense, but I think it's evolution. I think it's just naturally there's going to be, Jiu-Jitsu is getting so popular that there's going to have to be a mainstream situation that takes precedence.
Do you think we'd ever see you in a UFC BJ? Like, who would you want to take on if there was like a big UFC BJJ match they could offer you? Is there anyone like full?
I don't like the rule sets. I don't think they're dumb. I think that just I don't know. I mean, this leg lock game is just annoying. I think it's really there's a reason why you don't see leg locks in fighting, because you get punched in the fucking face. And it's just like, it's such a vulnerable position that it's just like the vulnerability of modern day jiu-jitsu is pathetic to me. You drop to your ass, you're not going to do this in a street fight. You're going to do this in a bar. It's not self-defense. It's like, if we were doing jiu-jitsu, I would do it if I could punch them in the face or slap them in the face if they're going for my legs. There's a point to the combat jiu-jitsu thing, but I'm focused on boxing. I'm excited to box. I feel like I was.
All right, so that's the end of his rant on BJJ. I just thought it was really funny that he went off like that. And now look, again, I haven't trained BJJ, and I know Jesse on Fire is he loves BJJ, and he always talks about, like, look, if you know BJJ and you're going up against somebody who doesn't know it or doesn't have an understanding of it, you will whoop them. What Luke Rockhold is talking about is when both guys understand BJJ, maybe one guy has the edge, but you're in a real fight. Obviously, the BJJ is not going to carry you through the day and not going to be able to allow you to pull these leg lock submissions or anything like that, because you have all these other tools. You have strikes, you have ground and pound. You can hit somebody in the ground when they're trying to pull off one of these maneuvers. So in that way, it's nullified. But for a casual person or a person who doesn't train at all to call BJJ practitioners soy or this and that, like, that's just stupid, because they will whoop you. They'll probably whoop me too, honestly. Even with my Muay Thai, you took somebody with equal level of training. As soon as they got a hold of me, I'd probably be in a lot of trouble, and I wouldn't know what to do or how to defend certain positions, because I haven't practiced. I barely ever roll. Like, I've done it a few times. I'm also older. So at this point in my life, it's not something that I actually might start training. It's another story, but I'm not going to roll hard. I'm not going to train hard because I'm afraid of pulling something. Every guy at my MMA gym, I'm going off on a tangent. I'm about to get to the last clip, but every guy at my MMA gym, I feel like, who's injured, it's always from jiu-jitsu every time. And I don't really get injured barely ever from Muay Thai, as long as I'm sparring carefully and training carefully and things like that. I warm up properly and whatnot. So anyways, not trying to disrespect jiu-jitsu practitioners, because I think they take me down and mess me up for sure. But yeah, I don't know. I just thought it was a pretty funny clip and a funny rant. All right, now we go to the final clip. Luke Rockhold, the legend, gives one more clip just on the world in general. And I want to share this. Thought you guys might get a kick out of it. And I kind of agree with him in a lot of respects. So check this out.
You know, there's one thing I don't like in this world, is just fake bullshit fucking people. The world is full of just pathetic fake people these days, and I'm here, and the only reason I still fight is fight for the greater good of real man, real shit. And I'm gonna go out there, I'm gonna put Darren Till down, and I'm gonna go clean up Jake Paul and all these little fucking minions.
Yeah,
That's where I'm at. I like to set the world straight. The world's just going in the wrong direction, and what excites me to fight is just to correct the bullshit of this world.
Boom. Love it. Let's go. Let's correct it. Hey, the world is pretty crazy. When you actually sit down and think about everything that's going on right now, the general mentalities, the way that the zeitgeist, the way that people kind of think and operate on a day-to-day basis, when you really dive into it, it's pretty crazy. Just look at, anyways, I'm going off on a crazy tangent. I'm going to stop myself. But Luke Rockhold sets it right, sets it straight. I love that. And that's what he's fighting for. He's fighting to set the world straight. Now, that being said, man, it's hard to root against Darren Till. I feel like he's on a resurgence. And I do kind of feel like I got to favor Darren Till in this boxing match against Luke Rockhold. As good as Luke Rockhold says he feels and how well he's training and all this stuff, I just feel like Darren Till's a natural striker. He's been training boxing a lot longer. I mean, I think you got to give the advantage to him. Either way, can't wait for this fight. Tony Ferguson against Salt Poppy on the card too. Like, what is happening? This is crazy. I'm going to buy this fight. Have to. It's going to be insane. Anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Is Luke Rockhold just a savage for going off on BJJ? Did you appreciate that? Are you a BJJ practitioner? Do you take offense, or do you actually agree with what he's saying when it comes to really high level fighting in general? Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Thank you guys so much for joining, and we'll see you in the next video. Take it easy.